Hi, and welcome to a new series of videos that the Diocese of Montreal is going to be putting together over the next few months about our partnerships, and especially about our partnership with the Diocese of Masasi in Tanzania. My name is Beth Reed, and the reason that I'm here is because I'm the chair of the Partnerships Committee, and also because I've just returned from my second trip to Masasi. After my first trip about 3 years ago, I got involved with the Partnerships Committee because that trip was so great, and I got to go a second time this summer and to accompany Bishop Mary on her first trip there. So it was great, and while we were there, we posted a whole lot of videos and pictures and on Facebook about it, and got so much incredible response that we really wanted to continue to follow up and to give some more information, some more context. And I should also say thank you to all of the people who supported us while we were there and before we were there. A lot of people gave some really generous gifts for us to be able to take there, and it was wonderful. So we want to keep this conversation going. So to start with, I think this first one, I just want to give a little overview of the trip that we took in the summer. So we were there at the end of July, the beginning of August, and maybe I can just start by saying, where is the Diocese of Masasi? Diocese of Masasi is in the southern part of Tanzania, which is in East Africa, and it's about a 3-day journey to get there from Montreal altogether. So to start with, we flew from Montreal to Amsterdam, and from Amsterdam we flew to Dar es Salaam. Dar es Salaam is the economic capital of Tanzania. It's the biggest city, and it's right on the east coast, the Indian Ocean. And we got to take a little bit of a break in Dar es Salaam for about a day, and this is a great time to give a big thank you to a man called Ian Miles and his wife Michelle. Ian is somebody that Bishop Mary grew up with here in Montreal, and who happened to be the High Commissioner for Canada in Tanzania. And so he and his wife Michelle were able to host us, and it was wonderful to have just a really comfortable place to land and a friendly face when we arrived. And it was great because they were also able to give us some really useful information about what's going on in Tanzania politically and economically, and that really shaped our understanding of what we learned later on. And so thank you, Ian and Michelle. From there, we flew from Dar es Salaam down to a town called Mtwara on the southern coast of Tanzania, and from there we drove inland about 4 hours to finally get to Masasi. So that's where we were. When we were in Masasi, we stayed on the cathedral compound. Right next to the cathedral, there's a guest house that is cared for by nuns, the Order of St. Mary. So thank you, Sister Paulina, for taking care of us while we were there. It was a wonderful stay. So just to end up this first video, I'd like to tell one little story about when we first arrived in Masasi, because I think it gives a flavor for the whole trip, and we'll post some pictures and videos of it as well. When we first arrived in Masasi, we hadn't even gotten to Masasi yet. We were on our way into town, and our host said, "Oh, we're just going to make a quick stop at a parish on the way into town, and you'll meet with the clergy there and some other Christians." And so we drove a little way off the road and arrived to a crowd of what had to be about 150 people, singing and dancing, lining the streets all the way to the parish. And it was just an incredible, overwhelming, but really warm and amazing welcome from the people in Masasi. And so there's video of it down below. There's pictures as well, and some contact information, because we wanted to really continue the conversation. We'll be happy to hear from you. So keep watching, and see you next time. Thank you.